Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fourth lesson of D3, chapter number 6, exercise 6b, that is the application of distance formula. What is the distance formula? How to apply distance formula in order to find the distance between 2 points, and how to decide that what type of the geometrical figure you are getting. If you are not clear about these all points, you have to watch the previous lesson, for which I'll give the link in the description box, because lessons of mathematics require the continuous practice and integration of the lesson with the new lesson. Okay, I hope by now you have enough practice of the distance formula. Let's move to question number 10 of exercise. Let me read the question from the book. It's really important to read the question and compare the question with the original question. If there is any mistake in the writing of question, you can correct it before the solution. Question 10 says, by showing that the points P3 and 4, Q3 and 1, and R8 and 4 are the vertices of the right angle triangle, find the length of perpendicular from P to QR. Question says, by showing that these points are the vertices of right triangle. So first of all, we have to recall that what is the right angle triangle and how to prove with the help of lengths that the triangle is a right angle triangle. Okay, if you recall my previous lesson of D2 chapter, that is about the Pythagoras theorem, you can easily understand that how to decide the given triangle is a right angle triangle. And according to that, the theorem states that if the square of the longest side equals to sum of squares of other two shorter sides, then the given triangle will be a right angle triangle. So in order to prove that this triangle is a right angle triangle, first of all, we have to find all three lengths PQ, QR and RP, and then we have to see which length is the longest side, and if the square of that longest side comes same as the sum of squares of other two shorter sides, then the triangle will be a right angle triangle. Okay, I hope you are clear about this point, that how to show that triangle is a right angle triangle or not. And then after that, I will be discussing about that how to find the length of perpendicular from P to QR. So let's move to the solution of the question. And as first of all, we have to find all the distances PQ, PR and QR. Okay, now if we look at P and Q, we can see that P is at the point 3 and 4 and Q has a vertices 3 and 1. So if we look at the x coordinate of both the points is same, but y coordinate of point Q is 1 and y coordinate of point P is 4. So we can see that there is a gap of 3 units. So I hope you are clear. The distance between P and Q graphically is 3 units. And same, if we look at P and R, we can see that both the points are having same y value, but there is the change in x coordinates, like x coordinate of point P is at 3 units and x coordinate of point R is at 8 units. Now count how many blocks are from 3 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It means P to R distance is 5 units graphically, but we will be finding and applying the distance formula as well. Okay, so that we can reassure this that these distances are really the same as we are getting graphically. So first of all, I have to write the given points, because given points are P3 and 4. P3 and 4, Q is 3 and 1, and R is 8 and 4, 8 and 4. Let's quickly find all three distances. Let P to Q distance equals to D1, and I have to apply the formula as well. Always support your working with the formulas and statements so that examiner can understand your working easily. the formula is that we have to take the square root of the square differences of x coordinates and y coordinates, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. I'm going slow in these lessons because some of my students were finding difficulty in understanding these lessons, so that they can understand lesson well before exam. X2 minus x1 whole square, that will give me 3 minus 3 square, and plus y2 minus y1 1 minus 4 whole square, and then I have to put the square root symbol. And now we can see that 3 minus 3, we can cancel this 3 with this 3, and I will left with only 1 minus 4 whole square, 1 minus 4 whole square, and that will give me minus 3 square. Remember, the square of the number, whether that is negative or positive, will become positive, and I will have square root 9. Now think about that, what is the number whose square is 9? So I will get 3 as the answer. Now if we look at the graph, we can see that the distance between P and Q, even graphically, distance between P and Q even graphically is 1, 2 and 3 units. So it means it's okay. And now what we have to do, we have to go to, always try to go in a cyclical order, that we moved from P to Q, then go from Q to R, Q to R, and let it be D2. Okay, and D2 x2, again the formula will remain same. So in this part I am not writing the formula. X2 minus x1 whole square, that is 8 minus 3, 8 minus 3 whole square, minus 3 whole square, and plus y2 minus y1, 4 minus 1 whole square, and then I have to put the square root symbol, and 8 minus 3 will give me 5 square, plus 4 minus 1 is 3 square, okay, 3 square, and then it will give me 5 square is 25, plus 3 square is 9, and this will give me square root 34, square root 34, okay. And as we have to decide that what type of triangle is this, so for some time let's keep this length as it is. D2 equals to square root 34. Let me keep it as it is, and let's see that whether we need to convert it into decimal or not. And then let's move to the third length, third distance. P to Q is done, Q to R is done, then R to P distance, R to P, that can be marked as D3. And again I have to see RP, and x2 minus x1, 8 minus 3 whole square, plus that will give me 4 minus 4 whole square, and then I have to put the square root symbol here. And again we can see that 4 minus 4 can easily be cancelled. We have to simplify the numbers or expressions if we can. So 8 minus, I will left with 8 minus 3 whole square under the root, and then it is 5 square, and then I have to take the square root. Okay, this square root and square will be cancelled, and I will left with 5 only. And let me block this answer as well. Okay, after this we can see that we are getting 3 different lengths. One is D1, that is the distance between P and Q is 3, then square root 34, and then 5. Okay, now what we have to do in order to decide what type of triangle is this, we have to take the square of the longest side, and longest side is square root 34. Even if you are checking the square root of 34 from calculator, square root 34 will give me 5.8, which is the largest side. Okay, now square root 34, that is qr square equals to 34 square root, and I have to take the square of that, and this gives me 34. Okay, and now what we have to do, we have to take the sum of squares of two shortest sides. Recall my Pythagoras theorems lesson from D2 PQ square plus PR square P or RP square, which is equal to 3 square plus 5 square, and this will give me 9 plus 25, 25 plus 5 30 plus 4 34. Okay, now what we have to do, we can see that the square of the longest side equals to sum of squares of other two shortest sides, because qr square equals to pq square plus pr square or rp square. Hence the given lengths are, hence the given triangle is a right angled triangle. I hope you are clear. Right angled triangle. Okay, I hope you are clear that how we are deciding that the given triangle is a right angled triangle with the help of the coordinates given. And now you can take the idea and help from D2 chapter number 10 as well, and integrate both the lessons so that your concepts has to be more clear. And now let me move to the second part of the question, that says find the length of perpendicular from P to QR. Now the second requirement of question is that we have to find the length of perpendicular from P to QR. Let me drop the perpendicular here. Okay, length of perpendicular from P to QR. Let's mark it like H1. Okay, now first of all, for the finding of length of perpendicular from P to QR, we have to find area of triangle PQR. Area of triangle PQR equals to, as this is the right angle triangle, so we know that the formula for the area of triangle is half base into height. And now what will be the base? Base will be 3 units, 1 by 2 into 3 base, and height will be 5 units. Okay, and this is 15 by 2 equals to 7.5. now length of perpendicular from P to QR, length of perpendicular from P to QR distance we already have calculated over here. Okay, now area will remain same. Area will be equal to, we can see that we are dropping a perpendicular in this triangle, half base into height. That height will be actually H1, that is the requirement of question. Okay, now area will remain same, that is 7.5 or 15 by 2 equals to half. Base will become square root 34, and H1, which is the requirement of question. Shift 2 towards 7.5 and multiply it. 7.5 multiplied by 2 equals to square root 34 H1. And now what we have to do, we have to shift square root 34 to other side, and let me move towards this side. This will become 15 divided by square root 34 equals to H1, and square root 34 has the value, 5.83. 5.83. Okay, so 15 upon 5.83 equals to H1. Okay, let me divide it. 15 divided by 5.83, and this gives me 2.57. H1 equals to 2.57. Let me recheck it. 15 divided by 5.83 gives me 2.57, which is the requirement of question. I hope you are clear about today's lesson. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.